Hello, welcome back to The Witcher 2. In this one, we're going to be taking a look around the campsite. We're in Kedwin, if I remember right. I apologise for a little bit disjointed, it has been a few days again. We are going to be following the Butcher of Ceteris to begin with, though. So, let's go ahead and begin talking to these people. Whoa, we've got some...
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Got some issues happening here. Where's the dude?
Why didn't they turn out like it?
Mind if I join you?
Here we are.
Think I've the right to stop you from taking a free stool?
No right, but you might not want company while you drink.
And why might you want to drink with me?
Always better to talk business over a tankard. Let me buy a round.
All the same to me.
Getting sad drunk.
Mm-hmm. My son's decided to kill himself.
Okay.
He's decided to duel Lieutenant Avid, known as the Butcher of Ceteris. All in all, that makes him a dead man.
Lieutenant Abbott, who's that?
A killer.
Plenty of those in the army.
No, killing enemies is not the same as slaughtering your own countrymen. The Butcher likes the latter, and he's good at it. The best.
Okay.
They're going to duel to the death?
Are you that ignorant? We've been sitting here for weeks. Nothing was happening, and Hen said don't like that, so he's organised some diversions.
You mean tournaments?
Not like tournaments, more like murders. Mock battles without the mocking. The jailers really leave the arena on their own 2 feet. When our unit learned that 6th Company was putting forward the Butcher of Ceteris, there were no volunteers, so we drew straws and it fell to Sven.
He can't back out.
He can, but he won't. I've pleaded, I've begged, but my son's a stubborn one. The pup's got honour. But what good's honour to a corpse?
Okay.
They're going to duel to the death?
Oh, that's what I just said.
You mean...
Not when but what?
Let me help
What
you.
if
Here
I
we go.
helped you?
What kind of question is that?
Could I count on you in return?
Save my son, and there won't be a thing I wouldn't do to aid you.
I take that as your vow. Where's Sven?
Training in front of the canteen, near the mercenaries' tent. You'll know him when you see him. Why did he have to be like
There we are. Let's make sure we keep an eye out for loot.
Going to the slaughter like a pig for a feast, and there's naught I can do.
I'll speak to you.
Are you Sven?
Who's asking?
Somebody who just might save your ass.
Piss off!
Great.
I promised your father I'd help you.
Then go back and ask his pardon for tricking him.
Will you feel better when they kill you?
He'll certainly feel worse if I cower out.
I'm the last one who'd ask you to do that.
What will you do? Summon the Butcher and send him out on an urgent mission to deflower the Virgin of Edern?
No, we'll fight as a pair against Latond and his second. Your honor will remain untouched, like a 12-year-old nun's pedal.
Why do you wish to help me?
Don't ask me to explain myself. Now wave that sword around some more. We both need you to practice.
Hello. I'm a bit scared of going against the sea. The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
I'm looking for Letond Avid, the Butcher of Ceteris.
What do you seek?
I want to try my luck.
Strange. Most shit themselves at the sight of my sword.
They say you're equal to a Witcher in a fight.
They lie. I'm better.
We'll see.
You'll need to wait. I've a fight lined up already.
We could always duel in pairs. I look around and I see the cream of Kedweni knights. Someone's bound to agree.
I am Edwin Lysam, known also as the Petal. If Latond will have me, I'll gladly stand at his side.
Why do they call you the Petal? I've no need for one who ploughs maidens simply for the pleasure of deflaring them.
You offend me greatly, Letond. I owe the moniker to the fact that I place flower petals in the mouths of the foes I defeat.
I'll be glad to see anything stuffed in the Witcher's mouth. So be it.
Don't worry about it. The Witcher will take care of everything. Here, boy.
Right, let's go. We're going to talk about this dog with this other dude in a minute.
And? Has he agreed?
Yes,
Some whoresome, eh?
unique among them. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's
go.
get him.
Most gracious king, noble lords, men-at-arms, shortly in the arena you shall witness the famed Letond Abbot,
Ultimatum.
at whose side shall stand the Honourable Edwin the Petal Lysam.
Now, remember, I think we actually need to be quite quick here. Let's make sure we've got Earden
Witcher!
equipped.
May the gods favour the better men. Begin!
Come on, swords up. Sword up. Ouch! Oh my god. We got sliced. Maybe we should be doing Quentin instead then. I think got hit in the back there. Oh, and I've just realised we've actually got some talents to use, so we could have made that easier on ourselves. If we get a problem again, that's exactly what we're going to do. We've got some rather powerful.
Most
Oh, really?
gracious king, noble lords, men-at-arms. Shortly in the arena,
Oh, that's
you shall
terrible.
witness the famed Letond Abbot,
No.
known also as the Butcher of
Right.
Ceteris. And the Honourable Edwin the Petal Lysam. Opposing them are Sven of Somewhere and Geralt of Rivia. Witcher! May the gods favour the better men. Begin!
Oh, I can't save there. Right. Stop that. I'm using the wrong sword. Let's change. Wait. Oh, we got me. Oh, complete with a bleed or a poison. Damn. Right, we need to get you down. Shield, dude. Hey, hey.
Things in good order.
Yes. Come on. God damn it, Sven. God damn it, Edwin, get down. Yes. Oh, we'll take that.
Hail to the victor!
All good.
Glory to the vanquished! The prize in the contest was a noble title. Our gracious and merciful ruler, King Henselt, shall generously bestow this upon the young Sven. Heralds will announce the subsequent duels. Long live King Henselt! Long live Kedwin!
Excellent. Cool, so that came through quite nicely, right? Any goodies? Didn't drop me anything.
get you. You salvaged my honor.
He salvaged that foolish head of yours.
I'm a knight now. The king himself will do the honors.
You were born in a pigsty with a labour came to your mother 18 springs ago. Nothing will change that. Witcher, I said you could demand what you will, and my word's no worse than a noble's.
You demanded payment for helping me?
Everything has its price.
What is it you wish?
Information on those who carry square coins.
Father!
Silence! Why do you need to know?
I just need to know what this is all about.
Ah, it's a long story.
I've got time.
It started before the victory at Brenna, when we split Edirn between ourselves and Nilfgaard. We were shamed throughout the north.
What's that got to do with the coins?
Everyone wanted to thrash the Black Ones, not play brother to them. A group of officers hatched a plot. The coins their mark. I don't know who gathered the first group of plotters, but the seeds of the scheme fell on fertile soil and sprouted quickly. Then came Brenna, and it all died down. The plotters themselves lost direction, though it seems they resurfaced recently.
Is Henselt dealing with Nilfgaard again?
Who knows? But he's welcomed that shriveled old bat here and spends time in discussions with him. That plot, well, the lads just want to prevent the Black Ones from meddling in our affairs. Not more.
You know a lot. You got a coin?
Ah, I'm old. The king who gains power loses his heart. I'm past the age of taking the crown off one head and placing it on another. But my son still believes a monarch can be just. Why must you know if I've a coin?
I can't say.
And neither can you, father.
An old soldier's word is no handful of hay with which to wipe your arse.
I'll have naught to do with this.
Go to Madame Carr's brothel and ask for Whistling Wendy. The madam will take you to her tent and leave you alone. Wendy will ask what you wish. Tell her you want her smile to open the gates of paradise. Are we even?
Yeah.
And beware of Vincent Trott. He may be hiding with the conspirators. Dangerous man, that one.
Deathmole's looking for him. And if he finds him, we may all end up tasting the executioner's axe. That scoundrel falls into the sorcerer's hands. He'll give us all up to save his own skin.
I'll be careful.
Trott wears a magic suit of armor. He could prove a difficult foe, even for you.
Thank you for the warning.
Witcher,
What?
the king is impressed with your skills. He's called on me to organize a tournament.
If this goes on, his entire army will be slaughtered before he moves against Edirn.
This time it'll be a tourney of knights. None of that slaughter for the riffraff to enjoy. The king will reward the winners handsomely. If you're interested, find me by the arena.
Very nice.
Ah! What do you want? Normally I only talk to drunks.
I heard you calling for Aldrin.
That's right, I'm looking for him, so I called out. Got a problem with that?
I used to know a man named Aldrin.
Not that same guy.
How do you know?
Odrin never deal with your kind. A right and true man, that one. Drinking without him's like plowing without a woman.
Why is everyone calling for the same guy? Weird. Okay, let's take a look at the journal here, because I believe Ceteris Veritas and... where are we here? Yeah, Ceteris Veritas is in fact a story quest. That's the Odrin one, right? So let's go ahead and deal with some of the side stuff here. We've got the Blood Curse, which is also a story. Conspiracy Theory, which is not... oh, alarm's going off. Let's have a look here. Conspiracy Theory... is also a main quest, apparently. Nice. Have I insult? So we can do this now. Little Sisters is a side quest. Ah, so the ones with... Ah, I see. So the ones with shields side quests. Okay, that's kind of handy to know. So, let's go ahead and chase this one. Means we're talking about side quests.
What else am I to do?
Let's have a look here. Maverick.
You best leave. Old Maverick ain't a good companion. Unless you're looking for someone to mock.
What I saw back there, that happen often? What's the problem?
I've bigger problems to deal with than the camp tramps. My nightmares have invaded my waking life. The specters haunt and hunt me by day.
Come on. Nightmares are common. Start at the beginning.
One night, I walked to the riverside and sat there, staring at the stars. I must have fallen asleep. I dreamt of my birdie, her milk-white bosom, her gentle voice. I saw and heard her as if she sat beside me, and then that voice became a terrifying whisper. Curdled the blood in my veins. I opened my eyes, but the spectre remained. It went on talking, hovering over me, stretching its mitts out towards me. I felt a deathly chill, and then it happened.
What?
Never been a coward. At the fore and fierce in many battles. But a human's one thing. A spectre's another. No other way to put this. I shit myself. Out of fear. Pants right full by the time I got back to camp. Since then, they mock me. Call me the crapper.
I didn't see anyone mocking you. Well, except for those two drunks.
Then you haven't looked around well enough. I'm the laughing stock of the entire camp.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
What else?
I want to ask,
Ask
why did you go to the beach?
During Henselt's last expedition, we stayed in a house there. My unit was on the lookout for Demavend's forces trying to cross the river. I just wanted to recall the old times.
So you took part in the campaign 3 years ago?
Took part? I barely escaped with my life. Leva, the brothel medic, saved me. Talk to her if you want to learn more. She knows everything about the camp.
What time did the spectre appear?
I went to the beach after my watch, so it must have been an hour before midnight. I've no idea how long I slept, but when I reached the camp, it was dawning in the east.
I'll deal with the spectre, but you should know a witch's services don't come cheap.
My soldier's pay is meager. Got but a few coins in my pouch and some pipeweed. Would you do it for that?
All right.
Okay, that's good. Let's look at the map here. Cool, well, that leads us out of camp. That gives us a reason to leave, which is nice. We do want to obviously go ahead and look around. We need to find where the enemies are and a decent route to grind up XP and cash. We are to continue gaining ground at the next set. Whoa. There's some real bad, issues with this today. Well, hello.
my witcher? Out in these wastelands hunting monsters? Well, if you see 2 of my men, tell them I'll rip them both brand new assholes if they miss muster.
Okay.
We'll see if I come across anyone.
Luck be with you. You're a good fellow. Ah, find them and you'll see Corporal Zivik knows how to be grateful.
Cool.
Not another fucking stone.
Quite open. It's got to be an enemy. It looks like a necker. Okay. Just one. Enemies over there.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Don't know. They're like rot fiends, they are. Be careful of these. And we should definitely rest up, to be honest. Right, get out. Ouch, do you mind? Wow, you better see the stuff on the floor. Okay. Casualty there. Okay, let's take a look at you. Hello, Rot Fiend. Oh god, go on. Whoa. Okay. You coming? You are, okay. Necker's still giving nothing. Cool. Right, so it's allowing me to select that. Why can't I? Do anything with these? Well, we can go look over there. We know we've got enemies just outside. That's fine. Water everywhere. Very different landscape to the forest. Why? It's not supposed to be. Probably here we go. Right, let's go ahead and use these points we've got. We've got a lot of points to use, so we might as well get it done. Character, here we go. Right, so we're going to lean quite heavily on the sword again. I'm just going to keep going with it because there's just stuff here that's just too difficult not to have. Well, not too difficult, too good not to have, right? Because if we go forward one here, we can then plow 2 points into that. Massive damage reduction and even more health. And then we can even have some more damage reduction or better vigor regeneration, which seems good to me, I think. I don't know why we wouldn't do that. Right. So in this tree then, the last ones I kind of want... I've got a mutant general thing there. Excellent. Haha. Oh, there's stuff to look through here, right? Vitality +2. Vitality is what I think it is. No, it's just health. Okay. It's only 5. That's not very much. Now that's quite good. +2% to all of them. Cool. So we can think about what we want to have there. But yeah, so we may well put stuff onto there, but we don't really need it. But it is nice to be able to get bleeds out, which is good. We are probably going to want the increased damage reduction just there, and then we're probably going to want the sword damage. And I feel like I prefer the reduction in backstab damage here. Look, on the way there instead of the multiple opponents, because I feel like we're usually like dodging away anyway. I feel like that'd be good if like you're playing single player or something, but not single player, on an easier difficulty, but in the way that we're playing and we're having to be quite evasive, I feel like these two. So that's the plan. I'm not going to do these middle ones, I don't think. Yeah, I don't care about those, don't do enough blocking. So that's pretty much just done here. We've got unlocked script finishes, don't care. This end one could be good, 10% resistances and stuff, but so from there we'll pick a different tree to start progressing down. So yeah, that makes us considerably tougher at least. Let's continue looking around here.
I fought in the Nilfgaard a few years back. Now we make camp.
That's politics. What's it to us?
We should have our say. Take an interest in things.
Orange.
Or it will turn out like the mill in Stilton. The one the smith from Jailmouth.
Let's make sure I'm not missing out on anything. Later. And there's a trapdoor, look. Hey, that's clearly going to get used later.
Well, a witcher. Girls, trim yourselves. How can I help you, handsome?
Wow.
I wanted to talk.
We're no strangers to the art of conversation, but it'll cost you just as much as a good plough.
Sounds all right.
Ask away, then. What would you like to talk about?
Anything interesting going on in the camp?
Soldiers are scared shitless what with this battle approaching. They'd rather drink themselves silly than let us honest whores make some coin. Is that interesting? I doubt it.
Not raring to fight, are they?
They might have been eager at first, but the longer we sit here, the less lively they become. Fighting's like ploughing. Lust for one, and you lust for the other. Well, how...
I wanted...
We're no...
No, I'm not going to do that. Right. Timber, I'm assuming. Yes. Well, lots of ample ladies.
Are there troubles here?
Aye, there are.
Hey, dandelion.
What's so strange about that?
Diddle yourself,
You're no
Pauper.
Prince Charming.
Diddle yourself.
Are you Leva?
Aha.
You've got a growth of some sort and you're here for the salve. Get in line.
Nothing of the sort this time. You were here during Henselt's previous expedition.
What of it?
I have some questions.
Be quick. Half of Henselt's nobility's waiting for this salve. They've all started pissing blood out of longing for the spouses they left at home. 3 years back, it was the home of Malgit, a healer, and his family. While he helped us tend the wounded, someone murdered his children. Malgit couldn't come to terms with the tragedy and threw himself into the river. The children were buried behind the house. Their graves should still be there.
Did many soldiers survive the battle 3 years ago?
But a handful. The rest were just vaporized. Those
Vaporized.
who could walk dragged those who couldn't. All the survivors were horribly burned.
I'm interested in that tower.
It's the remnant of a manor sacked long ago. They call it the Tower of Debauchery, since Madame Carol made camp at its foot.
The ravines around the camp, they don't look like they were shaped by nature.
They're proof of the great power sorceresses can summon. Sabrina's fireballs scarred the ground for many miles around the battlefield.
Cool.
I'll let you get back to treating all those brave fighting men.
Ugh! Warriors! You could...
I'm from Stilton.
Alrighty. Oh, there's a door down here as well. feel like this is going to be for later. Okay. So, for now we want to head in that direction. Okay. I'm hoping this is going to take us towards the harpies.
Life can be really like thoughts from the other guy.
Should do. We've got some exploring to do. We need to do some of the open world stuff in here, out here anyway. Hello. Another practice.
Everything all right, Geralt? What? Puts a pig's eye in his ass. The elder and the recruiter enter, and the mother says,
Pig's eye in his ass.
"They come to take you to war."
Right.
And he stands in
Greetings,
Oh, hello.
Geralt.
Greetings, Vess. What news from the Blue Stripes?
They're keeping their eyes open.
Why have
This is just chatter, I think.
He spreads his cheeks and says, "I can see that."
Did they take him?
Not a chance. Move it! Dodge! Wake up!
Can't get to the back one, that's a shame. Another stuff. More stuff, more stuff. Oh, thanks for all the resources, Sir Roche.
In the face of possible disaster, they tried to draft entire villages in Baywood. Half the serfs knew beforehand and fled.
Watch yourself, Geralt.
But the rest were placed.
Right, that should do. Cool, we're probably quite close now
To make do with them.
to having the resources that we need. Cash, 300, it's not amazing amounts. That's fine.
Close the distance!
So the battle was on. Terrible.
Right, let's head out. Let's have a look at these nooks and crannies, you never know. We should definitely save as well. It's been a while since we had even a load screen, right? What is that? Is that the enemy army? It must be.
Oi, what you doing here?
I heard Zivik can't wait for you to get back.
Plough it all. If we miss muster, he'll have us flogged. Get us out of here, will ya?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with drowners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we'll go back together, but let me look around first. Apparently, it's bad luck to tread on the ashes.
Where are these drowners that he's talking about? I wonder.
Who cares enough to bring all these things here? Who cares enough to bring all these things here?
Not seeing that many drowners.
Nothing. Again.
Something around here. Seemingly not much going on. Let's just get them back. Let's just have a look before we go on. What's this quest called? Lost Lambs, right? Let's take a look here. Lost Lambs. Head out to the other side of the camp. They meet today. Consider that too many are missing. Just camp. Investigate the idol itself. Take the letter and the square coin. Look at the wheel too. Take the nail you find. Okay.
Who cares enough to bring all these things here? Nothing interesting. Strange aura. Let's take a closer look. Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say. Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine. Square coins adorned with a fish. I guess the plotters like to come here. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots. Nothing unusual about them otherwise.
Take the letter.
Let's see.
Is it the soil?
People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid. All the gifts are at a safe distance from it. Except for one person. With Kedweni Army issue boots. Glad to know I'm not the only one to desecrate this site. Sabrina was nailed to this wheel. Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched. Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel recently. I better take one, just in case.
Cool. So we're good. We've got everything we need there.
What happened here? Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
You've looked and touched your fill, right? Let's get out of here.
Did you see them burn the sorceress?
3 years ago. We both served under Henselt then, but only the 5th Company guarded the stake.
They say the king never wanted to make a spectacle. Some soldiers never come here, but others visit the circle to check the remains.
You're just like them. To you, it's only a superstition to make money from. You're looking for old nails in the ashes.
Like that shitbag who trades outside the inn.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
Really? Then give us the nails.
Nope.
I'm keeping it.
Keeping it? Not heard what they say. Relics are like fist tech for simple folk.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know at least a few places I'd rather sleep. Come on.
Beats me why they've been fighting over these hellholes for generations.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Vic was right. We should have sat.
God damn it. You want? No, you don't. Yeah. Oh, there's more. Wow, really? God damn. Oh, there's a big one. Ouch. Come on. I want goodies, please. Thank you kindly. Right, should be the end of the drowners, right? Although I suppose more can pop up in the river.
Drowner layers, not the best spots for picnics.
Curses on him! If it wasn't for you, they'd have eaten us.
We owe you our lives, Witcher. We can't let Zivik catch us.
Don't shit your pants. Sabrina saved us from
There
the
we are.
monsters.
Now,
So
let's
what's
take this
one
path here.
little
How long
civic
are we
got?
on? 40 minutes here. We should be getting here, right? Just do a track a different quest now. We can do another one in later. Little Sisters, I think, is the one I'm tracking down here. I believe. Yeah, I think we're going that way. Should get a right turn soon. Yes. Let's definitely take a save. It's been a while, right? Right here is cottage. Anything of interest? Not much, maybe. Ah, hello. Go down, right, let's leave that for a second. No risk. More run. Something else. Don't know. I'm assuming we're gonna have to bring something to there. I think that was just the plan, wasn't it? Yes. Expecting drowners. No. Guess not. Okay, let's try down in the trapdoor. Oh. How are we supposed to know the right order? is in the journal. I mean, we went, what, that way, that way, that way last time, right? So let's try the opposite. No, apparently not. Okay, try this way. Ain't nothing wrong with a bit of trial and error. I mean, is there something about these that gives us a clue? I don't think there is. Right. Oh, I bet there's a symbol or a look. Oh well, let's try this side. Oh, okay. Residence. Okay, apparently it's going to be the far wall, this one, then this one. I thought we did that. It says, start with the one on the far wall that's straight ahead of you. Start with the one that was on start with the one on the far wall, then the one that was straight ahead of you along the left wall as you entered. The one that was on the right, so that should be this one, and this one. I thought we did it that way. Whatever. Just playing jiggery pokery. Excellent. Back on our side quest. To the side quest. But first, there are matters of more concern in the vicinity of the cabin, to the beach. Don't find anything daylight, therefore maintain so it's midnight. Okay. I will. They have stories to tell you, or you can battle them to end the side quest, but we'll surely go on to the latter option instead if you want to see this little tale. So, yeah, we'll do the long way. We can get to talk to some ghosties. Excellent.
You're not the one we seek, though his aura is strong, even on you.
Impossible. I watched Maverick wash his pants.
Who are you?
I'm a Witcher, and I'm here because you haunt an innocent man. You've ruined Maverick's life, and it's high time you left this world.
Maverick, innocent? That son of a bitch murdered me and my 2 sisters, then threw our bodies off the cliff. Our father, Malgat, died of despair. Fortunately, fate has brought Maverick here again, straight into our hands. Revenge shall be ours.
Okay.
I need to find out if you're telling the truth. If your story checks out, I'll bring Maverick here.
Okay. Go to the cemetery, or talk to Maverick. Well, let's go talk to Maverick. Oh, hello. Can't say that I found a route where I feel like we can farm stuff like we did in the previous area yet. Which is a shame. I kind of wanted to have that by now. Should be back at the camp, right? Yes. Right. Back in we go. Back to this dude.
Was here yesterday.
Come here, Maverick. We got words to have.
Here, boy. I'm done with this. Bloody comet.
I wonder why everyone's after this guy.
Where are you? Have you managed to do anything, Witcher?
Right.
I went to the house where you and your unit were stationed. Found some interesting things in the cellar.
I know nothing of that, and don't wish to know anything. I just want to be rid of that phantom.
I can't help you if you don't tell me the truth.
If I must. Folks say that old Malgat conspired with the river demons. So much blood has flowed down the Pontar. It's the evil in it that the beings in the river's depths feed on. That's all I know, truly. Have you managed to do anything, Witcher?
The specters manifest themselves even when you're absent. They've burrowed deep into your subconscious. If I killed them now, they'd return instantly, so I need your help to destroy them.
If there's no other way, what would you ask of me?
Meet me at the beach, an hour before midnight.
Okay, let's go. Maybe not out this door. Let's go.
Where are you?
I feel like this episode's had some decent progress in it for now. It's kind of nice, actually.
Still looking for Hyde. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy. I can't see it.
We'll do some selling at the end of this episode. Probably buy some more silver.
Here, boy.
Just because that's going to get us just that much closer. Right, so it's not that way we need to go, right? It's this way.
Life can be really strange. I
Let's get Geralt wet. Ooh, what's happening there? God damn. It's gonna be good for XP if we're careful. Yeah, 20 each. Right, we need to get Quinn on. What? No! That was such a convenient place to be as well. God damn it. Hopefully that's still there. And hopefully we've got an autosave on the way out of the building. Or town, should I say. Because that will be a nice little XP gain if we can get in on that. Oh, sorry guys, that was disgusting. Right. Supposed to do something down there, okay. Supposed to just down random is now.
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do? Oh, This is driving me crazy. Oh, here, boy.
That big battle looks very nice. Is that Maverick? That's kind of cool if it is.
Well, it was here, yes.
I love that they actually kind of walk there. I seem fine this time taking a save. And then we'll join in. Yeah! Right. Let's get in on this. One down. Ah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good, 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 good. Right. To not get hit by that. Come on. Yeah. Whoa. Don't die now, that'd be bad. Right, should be goodies like everywhere. Just from the race. Okay. Can't really like interact with that, which is weird. Hello. Where is it? There it is. Go. Right, now we can go on into the crevasse. Whoa! What is that? No way! Get me out of there! I was not expecting to see that. Can I save? I can save, right. We should be okay fighting it, it's just not in this tight area, right? Yeah, come on, out here, out here. It's leeching. I don't like leeching. Quick, move! Oh my god. Oh, I'm stuck. It's a lair. Okay. Yeet! I was not expecting that. Right, we'll keep all of the troll stuff because that is bound to have a quest related to it. God damn. This way, maybe? I feel like I've got the wrong way. I have the wrong way. It's like all the way over here. Back again. Stop it. I'm trying to let my health get back up. I mean, thanks for all the stuff. I'm gonna need it. That and the XP. Yeah, it is. Interesting. Turn left. Here we are. Well, that was exciting. Back to full health there. It's lovely. No living. That's the shame. Whoa. Ah, hello. We need you.
How many more can there be?
These are high level, I see. Need to be careful. Or at least that one was. 9 XP though, not huge amounts. Right, that's worth knowing. So we're close to where we need to be for cash, XP and resources, no less. We actually need the harpy feathers for our next set. It's good to know, because that means we can use the hut as the anchor point. That's not an hour before midnight right now.
Come on, no reason to keep the specters waiting.
Let's go.
You've finally returned, brother. Time to atone for your evil deeds. You shall surrender to us your soul.
Kiss my arse, Phantom. You'll not make me shit myself this time. Me and the Witcher will dispatch you where you belong.
Naive little maverick, made a fool of your entire life. Isn't that true, Geralt?
What are they talking about?
We need to side with Maverick.
Don't listen to this nonsense. Just help me kill them.
Oh my. Many.
Damn it.
Come on. We got this. There we go.
I'll not forget what you did for me.
I did it for coin.
A small price for peace of mind.
Don't you owe me an explanation? I want to hear the truth.
I was born by the very border. General van der Grift understood that I knew every blade of grass here. So he appointed me lead scout. We were based in my family's house.
This house?
One day I scouted beyond the river. When I returned, I found my father digging the graves behind the house.
What happened?
Honor was everything to him. He had brought us up, taught us principles, and then one day Adernian soldiers arrived and undid all that. Shamed his children. He could not stop himself. He swore he did not do it, but there was blood in his clothes. We fought. He fell from the cliff.
Why did the Spectres want your soul?
Maybe they've no tolerance for patricide.
Maybe. Now go back to camp and present proof of your valor. Take back your dignity.
Excellent. Replace the dust. No less. Okay. Whoa, where'd you come from?
You stink.
More coming. Oh my god. Oh my, so many. I want my prizes. So happy that I'm fairly tough at this point. Look at that boy. Now, a bit of cash. Kind of. Another one there, we don't get much out of dramas really. Cool. Done. Right, so let's take a look how long we're on here, because we're literally on an hour. Now, I'm kind of tempted to take a quick look around this corner as well. Just to see what it's like. There's no fast travel back to camp though, so this is going to end up being really long if we do that right now. I feel like this is where we want. Let's take a save, we don't want to lose any progress. That would be bad. Let's have a look around. Hello. Okay. Strange. There's some more though, take that. Lots of bandits. Well, that's by no means what I was expecting, so we're going to turn back from here. Nowhere near what I want. Okay. It's fine. Okay, so let's head back to camp. We'll turn at least one quest in. Hey, we've got the thingy quest, that's what I'm thinking, right? Lost Lambs quest to turn. And then we can break the episode. I'll do some selling, see how far we've gotten with the next set. And then we'll continue on. I'm sure we'll have more excuses to come out of the camp anyway, so we don't have to worry too much about farming up. As you can see, even just the one from the first chapter is still ample for this area, so we're not in a rush.
It was here yesterday.
Even if we could be.
Children, here, boy. Children.
What do you want, Witcher?
Did you participate in the battle?
I did, and I fought. But I'd rather not go into it.
The spirits of those who died in battle are now in combat on that field. They kill each other and change into nasty creatures called Draugrs. Eternians, Cadwennies, even your comrades. I want to help them, but I have to know what happened during the battle.
Oh, the plague. Listen then. The fighting started in the afternoon. The Dun Banner was first to attack. We were ambushed, cut off from our main unit and devastated. Bloody scouts and Sabrina Glevisic, who was supposed to mind the battlefield. By then, the battle was in full swing. Wherever you see those damned furrows, people fought there. The Edirnian lines faltered a few times, but we couldn't crush them because of Seltkirk. Yes, we had the Visitor. They had Seltkirk of Gullet, the invincible White Knight, Edern's finest swordsman. Wherever our forces gained the upper hand, he'd appear and reverse the fighting's course. Then, Vandegrift himself went into battle. He met Seltkirk in the middle of the melee. It was a battle of titans. In the end, the Visitor hacked Seltkirk and sliced the White Knight from his head to his balls. Then, death fell from the heavens. Lumps of burning soil flew through the air. The whole valley was on fire. Damned magic of a damned witch. I owe my life to Priest Crest, our chaplain. He led me out of the battle and went back for the others. He had a medallion that protected him against fire. He led everyone out, including the Edirnians. But the flames got him in the end.
What happened before the battle?
We forded the Pontar on the third day after the autumn equinox. The Edirnians were waiting for us, formed up in a long line at the foot of those hills. I remember the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersburg, Gullet. Knights, armoured infantry, peasants, the Vergen Dwarf Regiment. All save the king. They numbered more than 5,000. General Vandegrift, commander of the Kedwennies, had less than 4,000, including the elite Bearheads, armoured troops from Ard Caraig, and the famous White Foxes of the north. And ourselves, the Dun Banner, veterans of Brenner, hated by the Edirnians more than the plague. But above all, we had Vandegrift the Visitor. Maybe he was a bastard, but he knew war like nobody else.
Did you see the duel between Seltkirk and Vandegrift?
From a distance. At the time I was on that hill and they were somewhere over there. The field used to be as flat as a table. It was their second duel. Earlier, in peacetime, they'd met at a tournament in Ard Caraig. Seltkirk won then. Vandegrift's sword cracked and the Visitor had to yield. After the tournament, he had a new sword forged by Kedwen's best mages and swordsmiths. That's how Loathan came to be.
I think that means hatred in the Elder language. Pretty pretentious.
They say a sorcerer cast a spell on the sword and told Vandegrift the blade wouldn't crack as long as he remained invincible. The siege got 50 lashes and was the last to mention any such nonsense.
Who has Vandergrift's sword now?
When the Sea of Flames died out, the looters ran amok. They found Selkirk's chainmail, which survived somehow. Maybe it was magical too. Vandergrift's sword went missing. The boys in the camp claim the female dragon slayer has it, but I wouldn't even try talking to her.
Who's got Selkirk's chainmail?
A certain Vincent Trott. Low nobility, in the army since forever, a greedy bastard.
Where can I find him?
That's a problem. Deathmold wanted him arrested after they found a square coin on him. Some of the officers and noblemen want to get rid of the black ones. They don't like how they lord it around the camp, even though the king talks to them. Those coins are their sign, the stupid bunch of plotters. Anyway, Vincent's a swashbuckler. He thrashed Deathmold's people and disappeared. Those with the coins won't say a word because they're scared of Deathmold.
Do I have this right? You served in the Dun Banner?
Did indeed. Henselt's never commanded a fiercer group of warriors, and he never will. If not for us, there'd have been no victory for the North at Brenner. We carried the day.
I didn't see the Dun Banner in the camp.
And you won't. The unit's no more. Ensign Eckhart Hennessy carried the standard into battle for the last time 3 years ago.
Glevisig's magic?
Worse. The Edirnian troops, the bastards. The Dun Banner, the pride of Kedwen, lost its standard and almost all its men. The Visitor refused to send us reinforcements when we were cut off. The Dun must prevail. It's been in worse shite than this. The Dun will be all right. 7 Edirnians to each one of us. We had no fucking hope. 200 men went into battle and less than 70 came back. But that's not all. Only a few survived to this day. The boys couldn't handle it. Suicide, firewater, fist tech. A few became highwaymen. They ended up on the gallows or in ditches. Memories can also kill you, and soldiers don't always deal with them well.
I have to find that standard.
I heard it lies in the catacombs neath Bergen, alongside my mates. Hey, if you're thinking of going there, I ought to give you my beaver skin cap. That's its rightful place.
Thanks, Civic. There's a soldier by the inn selling scraps from Sabrina's execution site.
I know. The damn quartermaster. This business of his muddles the minds of the soldiers. Suddenly, everyone believes a splinter in your pocket will protect you in battle. Half-wits.
After what happened here 3 years ago, it's no surprise they're terrified.
I'll tell you one thing, Witcher. In combat, I can count on my shield, my armor, and my comrades, if they still live. Many of those boys will die in Bergen, even with their pockets stuffed with mystical splinters that cost a silver piece each. I want them to be afraid. When steel hits steel, I want them to be alert, damn it. If they're dumb and put their trust in rusty nails and ashes, they won't have a hope in hell.
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Wish I could have, but only the 5th Company was sent there. She deserved it. What she did to the boys. Believe me, I've seen a lot of monstrosities in my life. My brother died during a coup in Rhind when a mage boiled the blood in his veins. Also, I once saw a soldier raping a dead elf woman. But 3 years ago, people melted like lead. Something you can't forget, Witcher.
The soldiers you were looking for, they got held up for a while at Sabrina's circle.
Ah, the idiots! To be duped by witchcraft and superstitions. I'll put them to scrubbing the latrines indefinitely. But I thank you for bringing them back. Your reward, as promised.
Excellent.
So long.
As long as they pay us. Here, boy. Odrin.
Okay, So I'm going to end the episode here, guys. I will be selling a load of the spare stuff that we don't need. And looking at how close we can get to crafting the next set of armor. So I'll catch you all in the next episode. See you.